Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, responding to this video because, man, talk about comments. There's a lot of them on there. You know the one, it's all happening. Well, crap, nothing happened. Let's get into this. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. Anyways, let's go ahead and respond to some of your questions and comments regarding this video. If you guys remember, we woke up one morning and then we heard it's all happening. It's all happening. Everybody was talking about it's happening. We even had the Wolverine himself come in and leave this emotional message about it's happening, how he gotten his blessing, although nobody's ever seen any proof of it. And then somebody said, yeah, Pimpy, well, this guy's been saying it's happening now for 4 years. I said, Mark? He said, no, the Wolverine. Wow, terrible. I know this guy who knows 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 this guy's cousin and his brother says he got paid. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. They never have any proof. They never have anything that's solid. That's the thing that you guys should be questioning. So grateful for you, Pimpy. I gave up on this BS a while back, and I'm so grateful for my mental faculties for being suspicious of these people and then finding the pimpster. Well, Susan, you are very welcome, and I'm glad you found me as well. Been saying any minute now, soon, for the past 20 years. Yes, they have. Thanks for calling a spade. No problem. That's funny you should mention that. There's a great man named Pimpy. Anyways, he once said a spade is a spade. By any other name, it's just 3 suits. Thank you for keeping it real. I appreciate that. Mark Z is such a liar. A lot of people believe what he says. Yeah, well, that's his hustle. He's been doing it now for a long time. And trust me, not just about the dinar. This goes back way back. Dark to light, shine on patriots. Absolutely. Mark and Mr. C, Mike Barra, and others all play a part of Mark's network. Yeah, I'm not sure who's all in his network. Finally, I found you again. Yep, here I am, and I appreciate you finding me again as well. I would love to see you make a video like this on Frank because that's the worst of the worst. He winks and hints, trying to make his information the only one that matters, and all while people donate and donate and donate. He doesn't work, and yet he's on a 3-month vacation in Hawaii. I think he has scammed so many, and a video just like this and calling him out would be awesome. Well, there used to be a YouTube channel called Frankie Frank. They used to mock Frank. I will say something about Frank from time to time, but this is all I got to say about Frank.
What are you doing during this quarantine to stay sane?
I buy expensive things in front of all the poor people. And then what I do is I show them what's inside of my expensive things. Like, for example, inside my expensive car. You want to know about my expensive car?
No.
No, my expensive car.
Frank, when you make videos, make sure you look behind you. You're not exposing anything.
Want to know about my expensive closet? I got an expensive closet with all kinds of shoes. I was once friends with Imelda El Marco. Something like that, or El Chapo, or whatever. They're all the same.
Okay, well, show me what you've been doing to cope with the
I
burn.
would love to show you what I've been copying. Hold on just a second. I'm going to pull it out of my drawer. So hold on to it. It's top secret. Don't be looking now, okay? Okay. Right on. Well, first of all, I like Haagen-Dazs ice cream. In order for me to get through this pandemic right now, I eat Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Although this is not just Haagen-Dazs ice cream, okay? This is a 24-karat bar Haagen-Dazs ice cream. You know where it comes from?
Where?
Holland.
How did you get it in your house when you're not supposed to be going outside?
I called them and I said, holler. So they sent me one from Holland.
Yeah. Look, I get it. Frank's just being silly, but I do think it's entertaining. Wolverine has been saying that it has started for the past 4 years. Wolverine is doing the opposite of a fearmonger. He's a hopium pumper is what you're saying. Is that right? See, this is the second person now I've heard say that. The Wolverine has been doing this for 4 years. I gave up following Mark Z, and thank you, Pimpy, for sharing. You are very welcome. Look, I give people the information. It's up to you guys what you want to do with it. You know what I mean? Mr. C sells thesis, $75 more lies. Really? He peddles a lot of bullshit. Thank you for revealing the truth. You are very welcome. How many decades have we been playing this? Some of these people have been doing this for 2.5 decades. It's scary. Remain grateful and humble through the storm. Absolutely. Thank you, Bubba. You are very welcome. Thank you, Brother Pimpy, for watching out for us. Stay the course. Absolutely. And you are very welcome. Every day Mark talks about the bond holders, and it's just the biggest pile of horse crap, is every single day with the bond crap, and his following eats this BS up on a daily. It's like straight hopium. Yeah, I mean, look, I tell people, you don't have to take people's word for this. He's got all his videos there posted. Just go back and look at them. I mean, seriously. 15 years ago, the guy was going, oh, it's going to happen this weekend is what I was told. You know, crap like that, but people still tune into him. Look, I don't hate on Mark, man. More power to the guy. If that's your hustle and you get your money on that way, hey, more power to you. That's what he does, and people follow him. So congrats on that one. Mark told someone on his podcast a few months ago that it was good time to give their 2-week notice at their job. I hope they didn't take his advice. You know, when they start giving advice out like that, if Mark truly said this, I don't know, I didn't hear that. But if he did, or they said, something like, don't pay your bills because this is going to happen. Because I seen a content creator say this. And Sarah's going to happen. Don't pay your bills. But if Mark Z truly said that to give your 2 weeks notice, he is liable, you guys. If any of you gave your 2 weeks notice or did something based on his bullshit information, you can sue him. Okay? That makes him liable. Mark Z is so full of it, I would say so. Yes, maybe yes. I loved your passion you had with your words and your dedication on your channel to the truth. Look, I do my best to make sure that the information that you guys get is 100%. And as I continue to grow, sometimes my opinion might change. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, they don't like the fact that my opinion's changing. Instead of respecting the fact that he is growing and now he has learned more and he is sharing it with us. Nope, they don't like that at all. Pimpy the Wolf looks like more of a coyote on that. Oh, yeah. That picture, I hear you. I call it Pimpy Rich. That's Pimpy Rich. Dude, everyone knows coyotes will not be caught dead in a suit. They only wear Hawaiian shirts and Bermuda shorts. Oh, man, that is funny. I remember when Pimpy used to be so sure of his intel. My intel? So why do we waste our time listening to any of these knuckleheads? Sure of my intel? I never went around saying I had intel. I don't have any special intel person. There's no intel. It's just news. I don't have an Angel 1, an Angel 2, a Sandman, anything like that. Hopium, exactly. Thank you, Pimpy, for telling it like it is. You're very welcome. When I saw this morning, all I could see was a cat house. A cat house? I should play right here sound effects of crickets going, because I get no idea what you're talking about. It's sort of surprising that your boy, Andy from Miles Franklin, does his show so frequently. Andy is a businessman. If you got a lot of followers, he has no problem with coming on and talking about precious metals. That's what he does. I don't think he judges anybody. As a matter of fact, I met Andy a few times. He's never been judgmental. Not once about anybody. So, yeah, he'll do shows if you call him on. Chew, I'm allergic to bullshit. Yeah, I hear you. It's all bullshit. Woovy's name is not Mark, so I think you're confused. Woovy's name? Now I'm real confused. Pimpy, you need to do a live with Sam. He's the only one besides you telling people the truth. I'm not sure who Sam is, so if Sam wants to reach out to me, we could do that, or if you want to make it happen. He actually had receipts to back up what he says. That's how you do it. Look, if you're going to talk about something, especially something that's real touchy, you better have the receipts, man. That's the one thing I noticed. A lot of these content creators, they don't have the receipts. They have some person who's no name that signed an NDA and can't justify what they're saying. I'm guessing you meant to put yes. Yes, have you noticed they all have cancer and wheelchairs? Yeah, somebody else brought that up to me and they said, do you think it's a scam? Man, dude, I don't even want to comment on that just because that would be taking it to a whole other level. if they're faking that they're in a wheelchair and they got cancer, yeah, God will deal with them later. Dana, here we go. Can someone please explain why Pimpy is in this? Does he or does he not believe in the RV? Simple question. Can you give me a yes or no answer? Well, I'm Pimpy, and I can answer that question. Do I believe the Iraqi dinar can revalue? Yes. I'm in this because I think the Iraqi dinar will revalue. As a matter of fact, it's revalued a few times. And when I explain to people what the RV is, they can't grasp it sometimes. So what do you mean? No, I believe that the Iraqi dinar will RV? Of course I do. I've seen it happen a few times already. Mark needs to go back to jail. Well, you know, if he's conning people, then yeah, probably. Yes, he does, and soon. Back. When was he in jail the first time? When was Mark in jail? Well, Mark went to jail when he was carrying around this product right here, 59 pounds of marijuana. Look, I'm not mad at this. More power to him. I'm a person who believes that marijuana has a lot of purposes. Medicinal purposes, commercial purposes, and helps people to relax. And you can see right here, here's a little mug shot. And some people have this listed under the CMKM Diamond Ink. This is what I was talking about. Mark needs to go to jail. I'd be highly surprised if he didn't. Theft is deception. Yeah, you mean deception is theft. Control's not 100% legit. Trust me, he's not. His audience knows what he's talking about. Well, if you're listening to an individual, you better know what he's talking about. What's the crime? I'll wait. Wolverine didn't get paid. Pimpy's BS. I'm not the one that said that the Wolverine got paid. Apparently, he left an emotional message. I'm just repeating it. No, Pimpy's not BS. Pimpy's right. He's always right. Health and wealth coming to humanity. It's needed, trust me. Pimpy, you got me laughing. I've been in this for a long time and have heard it all. These clowns are trying to be somebody and be relevant. For all you newbies out there, don't listen to the bullshit. You'll go crazy. Yeah, you will. Look, I'll drink to that. I've been there now. I just say, if it happens, I'm sure I'll hear about it. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. So yeah, just hang back. If something happens to the Iraqi dinar of any significance, you'll hear about it. Pimpy, the person is not Mark Wolverine. He's just Wolverine. The person that typed the post was getting Mark's attention and then saying what he believed Wolverine had stated. The post should have looked like this. Mark, comma, Wolverine recorded a message. Oh, is that what it was? Because it said something about Mark Wolverine. I was like, the guy's name is Mark Wolverine? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Nate. The golden age is coming. I'm there now. Good Lord. So Conzi and Codeman have been together since at least 2014. Oh, longer than that. There was a person who claimed to be a mod of Conzi's Lycast and got out because it was so damn dirty and involved in his schemes. Is that right? Interesting video, Pimpy. Nothing surprising. Probably just scratching the surface how dirty that con man is. I was about to say earlier, when I got into this and I started listening to people, and then I realized some people were kind of running the con game, and I mentioned it to a friend of mine. He said, dude, every single one of those people have been arrested for fraud. I said, what? He said, yeah, look them up. I did my research on these people. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of things out there. If you research people, you're going to find out they are pretty scummy. But more power to them. They continue to do their hustle and people fall for it. Leave Mark to trusting the plan while we move forward. There you go. Mark says the 100 trillion Zim notes is a bond. That has to be paid. Yeah, I heard that before, but it's all bullshit. All you have to do is a little bit of research. Zimbabwe dollars was the official currency in the Republic of Zimbabwe from 1980 to 2009. Of course, hyperinflation, it killed the dollar. The Zim currency is no longer minted or recognized as the official currency of Zimbabwe. It's not even recognized. It's no good. The only bond note from Zimbabwe that's still good is a 2016 one. That's it. You come over here to their Wikipedia, seriously, guys, and just read. They tell you that a lot of these bearer checks, special Argo checks, these all have time limits on them. They tell you in here, there's time limits. If you didn't redeem them by then you're SOL. All right? The bonds are the same thing. If you look on the back of the bonds, they tell you that this bond will expire on this date. So they're expired. This BS about how they'll never expire is a lie. They lie to you. Down here it says the Reserve Bank eventually issued their own bearer checks, September 2003. It said the subsequent issues of the first and second dollars were time limited. They had a time limit on it. So go down here. Here is the image of the currency. And what's it say over here? Issued, withdrawal. No good, in other words. Issued, withdrawal. Down here, you got your bearer checks. Look at this. Issued, expiry. Those expire. So when they go, hey, these checks are still good. No, they're not. Issued, expired, withdrawal. Anyways, just go to their website and you can see what's going on. You can read about which ones are still good and which ones are not. I do believe that I told you guys that some of these Zim dollars are very, very collectible. This is Banknote World. Over here, if you go to Zim dollar collection, there's 435 products. If you come over here to the 100 trillion that people keep saying are still good, they're not. But they have some value to them. Click it. Look at this. A Zimbabwe $100 trillion banknote 2008 with a score of a P91 uncirculated replacement. $2,999.99. That's how much that sucker costs. And these are graded currencies. You guys have to send them in and get them graded. This one is worth $5,999. Look at this one. Wow. And you guys might actually have this. Look at this. Oh, this is a specimen. Okay. Worth $100,000. See the zeros on the side here? So check your banknotes. If you got a bunch of zeros on the side, you might have a specimen dollar. That is very rare. Collectors will eat that shit up. Anyways, I'll leave the link for this. You can come back here. They tell you the history and they tell you about them. Bearer checks, bonds, the whole 9 yards. Whether they're good, whether they're not. I'll leave the link so you can come do a little bit of reading. Ooh. Yikes, laugh out loud. I thought 7 on your side was lethal. We're never going to get paid. Well, it depends on what you have and what you're talking about. Oh, you will, but it will be when Iraq, when it gets its act together and improves its GDP by building out more oil wells, mineral mine, agriculture, and tourism. Not, hey, our currency is now valued out. It's thin is not the way the currency markets work. What makes you think Iraq is going to get its act together and improve its GDP? Yeah, that's the real question. So did a prophet chick get any news from God about this or her secret military contacts? No, our Dinar Messiah. If you remember, she said, oh, God told me it was going to happen when a 3-day weekend comes. And then she changed the story all over again. She's one of the biggest cons out there. If you're not buying the right Zim, Pimpy is the only one who knows which Zim is the right one. Is Pimpy going to tell us which Zim to buy and which Zim not to buy? Is there a show on it? Does Pimpy describe why he's the only one who knows this? I wouldn't say I'm the only one who knows this. I'm the only one who's not going to lie to you about it. Yeah, I've done videos about it. Every time they switch currencies, understand that the old currency becomes obsolete. So just be careful when you're buying currency because tomorrow probably could be obsolete. Right now, the gold zig, that's the one that's the good one right now. That is now recognized as a legal tender over there in Zimbabwe. Dana, you got to be listening to all my videos, man, in order for you to get hip on stuff. Pimpy has always been full of BS. He knows nothing. I got more than 100 trillion and 500 million bolivars. Well, I tell you what, marketing strategist, why don't you point out where I am wrong and come with receipts? I never said anything about the bolivar. Comments are being removed. If you guys put a comment on there that's against YouTube's policy, they will remove it. As for me, I don't remove comments. So it has to be something that YouTube didn't like. I looked up CMKX Diamond Inc. and see that it was involved in a fraud case. Question is, Mark Z doesn't show up. Is Mark Z an alias and Mr. C also an alias? No, they don't show up under Mark Z. You have to do his last name with the Zerfus or something like that. But, dude, I got all the links. I'll do a video one time and I'll just kind of run through it. But I usually leave the links down below in the description. All you have to do is go to that website and you'll see that they're there. He's such a fraud, he probably don't even use a wheelchair. Oh, ouch, ouch. But as far as if he's faking it or not, I have no evidence at all that he's faking it. And I wouldn't even want to touch that one. If he is faking it, that makes him a terrible fucking human being, man, if he's doing that. I like to think that Mark is not that evil, man. He would not fake being in a wheelchair. I might be wrong, but I'm just saying. He says the same cycle every year. It's happening. Do you know how many times we've heard test deposits? Oh, man, I'm good. It looks like people are waking up to all the bullshit. So are you saying there will not be a revaluation? No, I never said that. That's one of those fake rumors that are going on around about me that I said that it'll never revalue. I never, ever said that. It's never going to revalue. What I told people is it might not happen the way people think, and that's what people don't like. The 20s are worthless. Collectibles. Thanks for always running your platform with the utmost integrity, Pimpy. I followed you for years now and appreciate your no-nonsense and honest approach. Well, I could be a little silly, you know what I mean? You could likely be making so much more, but have the scruples to oversee that and give your subscribers the real deal, no matter the cost to you. Sheila, you have no idea. Q Idiots did a video on Melanie, and she spent something like $125,000. Look, I could tell stories better than any of them ever could, but it's just not in my nature to do that. I just can't bring myself to lie to people and try to scam them out of their money. I'm just not going to do that. Scamming is like stealing, and I'm not a fan of anybody who steals. Not to mention the fact that I do have my own relationship with God and Jesus, so not to bring that whole thing up, I'm just saying it's just something I can't do. So I appreciate the fact that you notice this. I'm sure I speak for many others here that respect and appreciate all you do. Cheers. Thank you, Sheila. I really do appreciate that. Does Pimpy charge for subscriptions, or are you simply talking about YouTube subscribers? I don't charge for any subscriptions on YouTube, not at all. Now, on Pimpy's News Network, I have to charge for a subscription because they charge me for the site. I just have one question. Is the exchange real? Where is the exchange bullshit to? The exchange is real. If you're talking about the currency, it's a legitimate currency. Right now, you can get 1,320 dinars for every dollar. Yep, what up? The title of this video is misleading, as Mark Z and other gurus telling everyone that the dinar is about to revalue. Yeah, I know. I've been hearing that for years from them guys. But if you know Pimpy, you would know better. Just saying. Yeah, Ed is right. If you've been following me for a while, you know sometimes the titles will be facetious and sarcastic. So this is one of those times, but I hear you. What makes you think I don't know Pimpy? Been listening to him since 2019, back when he was pumping the dinar, similar to people he likes to call out nowadays. Similar? No, I never pumped dinar. DC says, anyone who knows about posture knows that this person is lying, and is very good at it. I think he is such a big liar that he himself believes what he tells his victims. He also always says that he would travel there and meet people there. I think he only leaves the house when he goes shopping, nothing more. I'm not sure if you're talking about me or Mark Z. Spirit is the elders, okay? The whole world is Israel, okay? Okay. Pimpy legit, you know I've followed you for a long time, and something happened to me, and I'm really confused as to why or how. I had some toys I purchased on credit and still owe a considerable amount on these loans. When I got back from Baja 50p last week, I checked my mail, and in that mail, I had a pink slip. No, I don't have any rich friends. I certainly, in these times, not have had the cash to pay them off. No, I wasn't delinquent, I think is what you're trying to say here. I wasn't late on the payments, and yes, 2 pink slips, and an email saying my PayPal account has been canceled. So I said, well, I haven't used it in a while, so maybe they closed the account, but then you asked what was my balance I had to pay. They said 0. I am really confused. I have never had this happen to me, but 2 of my accounts were through Synchrony. So if you have heard of anything or came across anything, I'm confused. You know, okay, so this is like my student loan. Very similar. Come to find out my student loans were paid off, and still to this day, I'm not sure why. So if I was you, to be on the safe side, forget the PayPal and the email, I would contact Scrutiny and ask him if the accounts still show a 0 balance, if they're paid off. If so, tell them you want statements showing that they are 0 balanced, just to be on the safe side. I was grateful when I found you because all of the scam hype on other sites, I didn't even listen to your example video. I'd rather get just the facts or your opinion on what is happening than hear their sell pitch of a scam. Thanks for what you do. Next time, please don't make the title like there's actual news. Yeah, sorry about that, but it works. Is the scam them selling products, dinar, and making money on them? I see that a few have been doing this for over 10 years. This is an awful lot of membership products that sponsor the show. Well, they say it's sponsored, but it might be different. The scam is when you lie to people and say, I heard it's going to happen this weekend or it's going to happen over the holiday. Crap like that. That is the real scam. When you purposely go out of your way to mislead people. In my opinion, that's what's scamming people. I like how Pimpy gets on, tells it like it is, and bye folks, he's out. If there's info, get it out and move on. I think many people are lonely, and these people have become friends, someone to listen to, even though at times they make no sense. There might be people who are lonely, or if they do something, they get their name called out. Just the fact that somebody making YouTube videos calls out their name, it makes them feel good. Small things like that. Let's hope the dinar gets a rate. People could do something good for themselves and others. No more scamming people out of their money. They'll find a way to scam you guys, man. They'll tell you there's 800 numbers, there's numbers on the back screen, and they'll tell you you have to go to their people. They'll do whatever it takes to scam you out of that money. Once a rate comes that people want to cash their dinar in, man, I'm telling you not to do that. Just go to a bank who will accept the dinar, and they'll give you the proper exchange rate. You don't have to go through any special group or anything like that. Spread the love, folks. I think times are going to be a bit rocky. Keep an eye out on the children. We didn't act fast enough to stop what is happening. Protect them at all costs. I support that 100%. Mike Barra is an ancient alien channel. He also got a medium woman, his girlfriend, grifting with him. Oh, is that right? I have to look that guy up. Bullshit. What exactly is bullshit? Exactly. It's the glue or the lies that hold people's belief systems, government, and religion together. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Pimpy, you act like you know everything about everything. What is Mark Z's last name? Yeah, if he's claiming Mark went to jail, I sure want to read the court case. Well, I showed you guys the arrest and his mugshot, but I couldn't resist, so I responded. Zerfus, Mark had a brother named Jeffrey who passed away at the age of 57. Parents' names are Jack and Patricia. There's another brother named Tim and a sister named Linda. I do know everything. I just can't recall it all at once. Trust me, I know a lot more than that. I told you guys, whenever I do research on people, I do research. For all the people who listen to Mark Z, you guys are so naive. I heard Mark a while ago and could see right through him. And for you guys who praised him, you will easily get duped by Satan. Yeah, that's very possible. Mark has to be in jail. I don't listen to Mark enough to have an opinion on what he's doing he should be in jail for. If he's lying to people and purposely misleading them so that he can earn money off them, well, you guys all have the right to sue him. Like that one comment said, Mark told him it's time for you to put your 2-week notice in. If that's true, Mark becomes liable. Just be careful about what you're doing and who you're listening to. That's all I could say. Anyways, it's not all happening, as you can clearly see. Once again, it's a big letdown. Oh, wait, I forgot. There's a new date, right? July the 18th. I did a video about that. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll get back at you later. I'm out.